Hi. It's been, I don't know, about probably 23, 24 days since I did my last Evolving Out Loud. And if you hadn't heard, I made a declaration there about eating differently and, just ways I want to do it. I absolutely don't tell other people they should do it the way I do it. It's just what I felt in my body I wanted. And so I started having 5 green juices a day. Today was 7, actually. And then I said I'd be done eating by 6. And I would, what was the other stuff? I would, then I added to it. I also meditate 2 hours a day and make a video every day. Then I felt so good in the first week that about a week later I added to it and said, I'm going to make it 5 o'clock now, actually. I can't eat any time after 5 p.m. And that I was going to also remove coffee and desserts. And first of all, I have been feeling so amazing. My body is totally changing. My fitness, my happiness, my spiritual connection is all different. It feels so good. I have a lot of different results that are coming in that I wasn't thinking about. I weirdly need a lot less sleep. I seem to be much more energetic and excited, and just kind of need about 5 hours of sleep right now. And it's not me not sleeping. It's like my body doesn't need it. It's meditating. It's getting its nutrients. It's not trying to figure out how to process a pizza. And I am absolutely not here with, any knowledge other than what I'm teaching myself. That's my research. It's just what I'm doing for me. And I really want you to understand I'm not preaching a different thing, but right now I'm pretty much choosing myself to be raw vegan, have 5 juices a day, and not eat desserts or have coffee. And I'm just all energy. I feel so good. I feel so much drive to work more. I feel so much less into doing addictive-y things. My drive in other areas is ridiculous. I'm just full of energy, and I'm really thankful. I feel very clear. And it's just adding up, and it's really starting to show in exponential ways. And I'm doing this until September at the next event, so I can't imagine what's coming, but it's totally working. So if you have a thing you are wanting to do, meditate, have a certain diet, whatever it is, do it. Do it. Go through the crappy week where you think for sure that you can't do it. Let it all fall apart. Feel like crap for a week, and then feel an excitement you've never felt before. One of the things we say, I'm worried that I'm going to be boring. I'm at dinner, or no, I'm not eating. Everyone's with me and I'm not eating. Or here I am meditating. I'd rather meditate than go be at a party or something like that. And then you start to think about what you're moving towards, like what my body's going to be able to do, what my career will be like, what my health will be like on that level. And all of a sudden, I realize that's the most exciting thing. And doing anything that's repeating the mundane habits that we have in our life, that can also be boring. And that, what if you're moving towards having the greatest body you've ever had, or the most connected mind, or the most, amazing creativity, the most incredible book you've ever written, whatever it is also so exciting. And it's worth it. There's a dear friend of mine, Amanda, who at one point she's an Irish dancer, and at one point she was up for this giant championship to be like the best Irish dancer in the world, and she was in the world championships, and we were 6 months out, and I remember her thinking about that and wanting that. And I remember us going to different restaurants, and I would say, do you want to get this dessert or do you want to whatever? And every time she said, no thanks, I have a championship to win. And she just kept saying that and like reminding herself of the outcome of what she wants. And she was also doing this, by the way, at that point when she started it, months out, she had a broken foot. But she was just so dedicated to nailing it at the championship that she like healed way faster, was so connected, and it was just amazing to hear her constantly say, no thanks, I have a championship to win. And then watch her legs change, her body change, and then she was like a finalist with a foot that had just barely healed as an Irish dancer. And it's weird when you have that one thing that you can see and that becomes your intention. And for me, it's like, I'm curious what I'm going to feel every day as I keep cleaning out the crap, because it's not only that I'm eating really healthy food, it's that I'm not distracting my body with crap it doesn't want. If I was trying to do something in the house, but there was also a dude with a gun in the other room, I would just be busy focusing on that. I wouldn't be focusing on what I want to do. And I think our body goes through that. When you give it, when I give it all these different, breads and different things and just flour and ice cream, my body's like, hey, I got a ton of cool stuff I can do for you, but now we're going to take care of this instead. So we're not going to do it right now because there's an imposter in the room. And when you get a couple weeks into removing that, you start to go, wow, my body, I hadn't been connecting to it. I didn't know that I hadn't been, but man, you just feel so good and less addictive, and you enjoy things more while not being addicted to it. And you just start to really feel like a purpose, and you're like, where is this going? It's exponential. It also feels like an elevator versus being in one like office. Like if you're in one office, you're just looking at what's in the room in front of you. But when you go inward, you go up. And you start realizing your life isn't based on what's in the world in front of you. That's us trying to manipulate our circumstances. But when we go inward, you actually transcend your emotions, and you actually get to see different rooms. You get to see different possibilities. And all of a sudden, all the crap that was in that world feels below you and not worth dealing with. And all your addictions feel smaller than you. And you don't worry about what's out there. You go in here and you transcend everything. And that's available. And all I can do is just share with you that tonight, that I experienced that I feel good, that I'm getting results, that the bags under my eyes are leaving, that my focus and my clarity and my energy and my health and my creativity is so much more. And when I started this, some people, this happens every time I start this stuff, they go, man, what you're doing is extreme. And I go, and I always think, and it gets extreme results. A question, I'll end with this. A question I'm shocked nobody asks is this. People always say questions like, how do I get over that thing? Or how do I get that person to like me? Or how do I... And I can't believe no one asks this, or very few people ask this. How good can this life get? Like, think about if your only question was that. How good could it get? How connected could I feel? How centered could I feel? How creative could I be? How healthy could I be? How fit could I be? That's the only question we should be asking. Not why me, not why do I do this, not how do I fix this, not how do I stop this. Just ask, how good can this get? And then ask yourself what you'd have to do to match what the answer is. Because I bet how good it is beyond what you can see right now. It's even farther. So that's the best question I have, is how good can this get? And I'm really curious how good in this one life it can get. How much impact can we have? How much creativity can we make? How much impact can we give other people? How many people can have their life change because you threw your change in front of them and showed them that this is available? How much longer do I get to have friends in my life because I got to live this way? How much impact can I give them on their health or their creativity or their release from their cage of their limitations? That's all on the other side of this. So I just wanted to check in about the results of this because I'm just so happy, so centered, so free, so thankful. And I just love my life. Thank you for watching this. Have a great night.